Yes, you guys see that right. We did around $40,000 in just one day on one of our branded dropshipping stores. I'm gonna refresh the screen so you guys know this is legit. As you can see, we did around 20% increase in sales, and this is just another normal day for us. Now, I don't show you this to brag, but I wanted to show you guys this so you know that making money with dropshipping is a lot easier than you think. And I'm not talking about small money. We're talking about large money, big money here. I want you guys to forget about chasing trends that are outdated, trying dropshipping the same way people have been doing it for years, and most importantly, selling the wrong kind of products. None of these approaches will lead to sustainable success in e-commerce. Let's slow down and think about it for a second. Have you ever discovered a product that just crosses off all the check boxes that decides in an instant whatever it's gonna be a winning product or not? It's like when you get into the mind of the consumer and you understand why they're buying this product in the first place. You understand their exact insecurity and their exact needs. Your product becomes a solution to their problems. And it's that one component that drives all success in product research. And truly, it's the only thing that matters is understanding your customer's psychology. In this full guide, we're gonna be going over everything you guys need in order to find the right products and find untapped market opportunities. Actually validating products with real ideas and finding products that can genuinely make profit month over month. We'll show you how to think differently about product research and build a sustainable e-commerce brand that can actually be sold later down the line, rather than short-lived trend pump and dump dropshipping stores. Without further ado, let's begin. So today we'll be covering why selecting the right product matters, what makes a winning product, where to find winning products, understanding the life cycle of a winning product, and finally the next steps you guys need to make sure your e-commerce store starts making money today. And guys, really important, we're gonna be going through this video in chronological order. So it's really important you don't skip ahead because you might miss things that you can apply to your e-commerce brand today. Now there's a lot of different things you guys need to do when focusing on your e-commerce brand. But the skill you need to have is be able to cut out the noise and focus on why selecting a good product actually matters. Firstly, we need to establish why selecting the right product is a make or break in your e-commerce business. When people get into e-commerce, specifically dropshipping, they always suffer from shiny object syndrome. They'll see a product on TikTok and Facebook and instantly decide that this is going to be their next winning product. They'll create a store, landing page, and run ads and wonder why it's not working. They'll go back to TikTok, get shiny object syndrome again, and wonder why that next product isn't working either. And guys, I've suffered from this myself. I failed over 30 products until finding my first winner. I mean, when I started my journey, we were doing stuff as simple as selling keychains and selling AirPod cases and phone cases, products that people didn't actually want to buy. And time again, I had the wrong mentality of like, okay, this one didn't work. Let me try something else. Okay, let me try something else. Let me try something else. I never took the time to look back and understand why these products weren't working. There was no deep dive into customer psychology. There was no thought process behind it. It was very monotonous and systematic to where I was told that if I launch a product, it might be a winner. So my thought process was, let me just launch as many as possible until I find that winner. I thought it was a volume game. And newsflash, guys, it's never going to be a volume game. It's always a quality game. And I wish someone told me that when I started, because most of the people, when they get into the entrepreneurship journey, especially with drop shipping, they're focused on volume, pushing out as many products as possible. Just like me, again, 30 products, that's no joke. That was 12 months of unprofitable testing, spend that I didn't even know I was gonna get back until I finally found my first winner. And with my first winning product being the Avant lighter, the electric lighter that I notoriously talk about in my other videos, the reason why it worked was not because it was a winning product, it's because we treated it like a winning product. We understood why the customer was buying it. We made marketing angles around that. And we pushed that narrative as much as possible. Rather than just spam testing phone cases, I'm so glad I actually went down the route of trying to understand what the customer wants and build a product around that. It's so hard nowadays to find other people talk about this online because the commonality with drop shipping is find that winning product, that winning lottery ticket, and you'll make a crap ton of money. Whereas that is not the case. The real way to make this business model work and the real way to find winning products is by focusing, hyper-focusing on what the customer wants, what the customer needs, and making sure your product can solve that. And obviously in this video, we'll go more in depth on that, but just know from my personal journey, it was 30 products. 30 products until something finally clicked. And the only reason why it clicked was because I truly took time to understand what the customer wanted, which we'll go over in this video. But guys, really, what can you expect from just finding a random product online, taking 20 seconds to decide whatever you want to test it or not, just throwing up some ads thinking it can work? If it was that easy, everyone would do it. You really need to look at the data, look at the marketing angles, look at the creatives, and decide whether this is a good product or not to test. When it comes to testing products and testing angles, when you guys finally find that winning product, you'll understand what angles people actually buy and how important a winning angle can be. And you'll figure out that there's a massive buffet of products you guys can test under those winning angles. Finding a winning creative every 10 creatives with a winning product is very doable. But if the product itself isn't good, a loser product, it's really hard to find one in every 100 creatives to do well. So the product will really depict whatever this will work or not. So it's pretty clear to us why finding the right winning product is so important, but what actually makes a winning product? Now, I'm confidently sure you guys have encountered countless videos of people going like best products to dropship in October or what winning products to sell right now, because they're so common in the dropshipping space. I want you guys to forget about everything you've learned from those videos and just remember this one phrase: branded evergreen insecurity. This is the holy grail of what every winning product is made of. And the first product that I really saw success with this holy grail was carnelian stones. We started selling carnelian stones years ago. It was one of my first winning products, and we were ripping 30K days, $1 million months with that product, and that was my first real taste of real internet money. This product crossed everything off on the holy grail, starting with being branded. We branded the product perfectly, making a crystal store. It was a crystal kind of spiritual vibe to the store. It was not a general store, it was not a home decor store, nothing like that. It's a crystal store, and we focused on primarily selling crystals like carnelian stones or any sort of spiritual products. So the branded aspect was already there. And branding is very important because, which we'll talk about later in this video, it allows you to price the product at whatever you want. The branding is the justification you have to upcharge for your product versus what there is on Amazon or all over the market. It was evergreen because it wasn't tied to a specific date. Yes, specific times like Valentine's Day or Christmas, we would make more sales because we would say buy this so your loved ones was more attracted to you or whatever, but it was not tied to a specific time of year. It was not seasonal, so we could sell it all year round and still print. And lastly, this is the most important thing, it was played off of insecurity. For you guys that don't know, carnelian stone is essentially a crystal that tells you that if you have it, more people will be attracted to you. Think of it as kind of like a love stone. And even though it's such a unique product you can't buy anywhere else, the main reason why people were buying this was because it played off of insecurity. We told people, hey, don't go to the gym, don't focus on making yourself more attractive. As long as you have the stone, you will be more attractive, and people bought it. Playing off insecurity is one of the most important parts about finding a product. And every single product from that moment that I've tested and scaled have played off some sort of insecurity. A lot of people overlook this, but people don't just impulsively buy stuff online anymore unless it sparks some sort of emotion. Now, your thought process as a marketer is, what is the fastest emotion I can spark? And that most of the time is gonna be some sort of insecurity. If I tell a fat person that no one's gonna fat shame you anymore because you have this workout weight loss pill or whatever it may be, people will buy. Whereas if I tell somebody, hey, you can make your bedroom look better with the sunset lamp, no one really cares anymore, right? You have to realize that people are only buying online based off some sort of insecurity and based off some sort of void that you can fill. And most of the time, there's a million products out there that you can use to fill that void. And this, again, is not gonna be found anywhere else on the internet because most of the people are showing you guys like these cheat codes to finding winning products, whereas that's not how the game works. Again, if it was that easy, everyone would do it. Again, in this game, you just need to realize who is the customer, who is buying your product, and make sure you position your product around that. Again, insecurities will be the best thing for that. There's so many other examples out there of products that solve insecurity. Like for example, in our last big guide video, we talked a lot about this one product being a Pilates board. It was at-home Pilates workout. It was one of the main marketing angles for this creative was like, look how much weight you're losing without even leaving your home. It played off the weight loss angle, which again is a huge insecurity. Just to throw you guys a bone, some insecurities you guys can do your product research around is gonna be weight loss, gonna be skincare, hair care. Another really, really good one is spirituality. So just like in the carnelian stone, there's a lot of different other stones out there or products that support your overall attraction or your well-being, whatever it may be, your energy. These are things that you can play off with the insecurity. And just like that, you're already crossing off a lot of products off your list that you could potentially test. Now focusing on the right ones that can actually scale to 30K a day. And I wish more people talked about this too, but the product you pick will depict how far and how hard you can scale. Meaning that to get to 30K a day consistently with a product like carnelian stone is very easy because there was a lot of people impulsively buying it. You just needed a couple creatives to work, and those scaled pretty consistently and pretty hard. Whereas a product like a home decor, like a blanket or something simple like that, whereas there's no impulse buy behind it, it's a lot harder to see success with. So for example, even if you got a little bit of success with like maybe like a 1K day or 2K day, maybe one creative is working, another creative is working, your chance of scaling that thing to 30K a day is a lot harder because there's not an impulse insecurity backed by that product. Whereas a product like, again, like carnelian stones that has this insecurity, that's backed by this emotion that people actually need this product because it's gonna solve a problem in them, it's wanted by more people, meaning it's way easier to scale. Another thing that's really important is to see that there's already some existing demand for these products, right? The more people that will buy your product, the easier it is to scale. Like for example, if I took 10 people, showed them a carnelian stone, told them what it did, out of the 10 people, let's say 7 of them would want it because it's such a unique, aggressive, insecurity-based angle. Whereas if I took a blanket, for example, like just like a weighted blanket or something simple like that, and I showed it to 10 people and I told them, hey, this is a weighted blanket, this is what it looks like, this is what it does, out of the 10 people, maybe only 3 people would want to get it, right? Because again, it's not appeal to a mass market because it's not backed by insecurity-based angle. Remember that word. Side note too, you guys should always find products that are already being somewhat scaled or in demand from other people. So there's content that you can use to rip and use for your own store. And we'll talk about ripping content here in a second. But it's really important the products you do sell are backed by some sort of maybe TikTok shop listing or some sort of Shopify listing that's running meta ads, whatever it may be. There should already be some sort of demand and revenue going through that product. You don't want to be the first, but you don't want to be the last. Again, it's very crucial that there's no monopoly over the product, meaning there's not one person selling it. For example, this is my favorite example to give. You'll never see me selling portable blenders because BlendJet completely dominated the market. I think BlendJet is doing around 150 to 200 million a year. They even sent their thing up into space for an ad. Like they're completely crushing it. They are the prime example of someone who took a dropshipping product and built it into a full-fledged multi-million-dollar empire of an e-commerce brand. Now, for me to go ahead and sell the BlendJet would be quite difficult because there's already somebody doing so well with it. For me to beat their content, to beat their marketing, to beat their pricing, just wouldn't happen, wouldn't work. So it's really important that you're not selling a product that isn't dominated by one specific monopoly. And the easiest way to figure this out is look if there's other people selling it. To me, a green flag is if I'm looking at a product and there's like maybe 3 people selling it, 3 to 5 people selling it, they're each doing a couple $1,000s a day, which we validate through shophunter.io, which is one of my favorite tools. Not affiliated at all with them, but we validate that there's revenue coming in. We validate that it's making money. And there's not just one person completely crushing it. It's maybe like 3 to 5 people. They're all using the same ads. No one's really innovating. It's just 3 to 5 people kind of banking off the demand for the product. You know that's a good product you can pursue. Always recommend see if there's existing content for it, right? So that's why with TikTok Shop, this has really changed the game for dropshippers because when we're looking for products to rip or looking products to sell, we go to TikTok Shop, we can see there's so many different listings out there, products that are easily able to be sold, right? We talk a lot about this on our big guide video that I'll put somewhere on the screen, but you guys need to remember that when it comes to selling a product, the amount of content you have depicts a lot if this product is gonna work or not. Right, so again, TikTok Shop, complete game changer, and you want to make sure that there isn't just one person monopolizing on the whole market. It's multiple different small sellers doing a couple grand in revenue. Now, the thing that sucks about this is there will be cases that aren't applicable to this, meaning there's been times before where I've seen someone sell a product that is not being sold on Shopify and it's just being sold on TikTok Shop, which again, still works because there's available content. Now, this doesn't mean that they shouldn't test the product because there's no one making money on Shopify. They kind of overruled that rule because they were able to find a lot of content on TikTok Shop. So it does depict again on the product itself. But hands down, rule in stone, do not sell products that are sold by a monopoly. For example, Beast Bites, like creatine gummies, wouldn't recommend it. Blender product, BlendJet, wouldn't recommend it. Like the Udi, if you guys know what that is, it's like the wearable hoodie. David Forgatti's brand, I forgot to pronounce his last name, wouldn't sell that either because he's done 800 million on that product, right? So these type of products are not applicable to this model because again, you're gonna have way too much competition. You're gonna get DMCA'd, meaning they're gonna shut you down. Hard to find content, and the product itself is just not in your ballpark. Examples of winning and losing product. Let's play a little game here. There's gonna be 3 products on the screen. I want you guys to select which product you think is the winner and why. We're gonna do this 5 times, so there's gonna be a total of 5 rounds. To play along, it's pretty easy. Once I show you the name for the 3 products, just pause the video, go to the comments, and comment which one you think is the winner and which one you think are the losers. And if you want, comment why you think that in the comment. We're actually gonna be doing a giveaway too, so anyone who plays the game, we're gonna give away $1,000 to a random comment. This is just to make the video a little bit more interesting, and obviously there's gonna be a lot of value in this game, so let's do it. Also, I'll explain exactly which products are the winners and why, so you guys do get some value from this little game show thing we're doing. All right, let's dive into it here. So the first round, we have 3 products. We have the snack cup, okay? We have the 3-in-1 desk lamp, and we have red light therapy mask. Now, these are 3 unique products, right? They're completely different. They're not in the same niche. I want you guys to comment below which one you think is the winner and why, right? Because out of these 3, there's gonna be one that stands out. Now let's go one by one. Starting with the snack cup. Now, although this product does solve a problem, because I know a lot of you guys have seen me in my other videos where I talk about you want a product that solves a problem, you want a product that has a wow factor, right? Although this product solves a problem, it doesn't have a super unique wow factor. And again, it doesn't play off insecurity. So this product, it's not a bad product, but I would never sell this product. I would never recommend anyone to sell this product. And I would be extremely surprised if someone was able to even make money off this product because it doesn't play off insecurity. There's no impulse buy behind it. And to get someone to buy this would be extremely, extremely difficult. 3-in-1 desk lamp. If you guys have been watching this video up to this point, I'm pretty sure you can tell me if this is good or not. It's not at all. Horrible product. It doesn't really, it has like a wow factor, but I'd never recommend any sort of decor or home decor products. That doesn't work anymore in 2025. It just doesn't have an impulse buy behind it. It doesn't really solve problems. Not really marketing angles you can put behind it. This is not a product I would recommend, and I would not recommend someone to sell this. Red light therapy mask. All right, so if you can kind of do process of elimination here, this is the best one out of the 3. This product, I've sold before. I've made a lot of money off it. I know a lot of people that have. The red light therapy niche is one of the best niches to drop ship in because you can sell for a way higher price point because it solves some sort of unique problem, being like skincare, anti-aging, whatever you guys want to do. Just a million different angles you can do for it. You can price it way, way higher, right? On top of that as well, it has a lot of moldable marketing angles. So how we talked about earlier, where you want angles, there's multiple winning angles behind the product, whatever it be backed by insecurity. This has insecurity backed angles, so it makes it really easy to sell. To do 30K a day with a red light therapy product is monumentally easier than doing 30K a day with a snack cup. And that's a fact. Right? Again, I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say that, oh, you can't make money selling a snack cup, because there's probably somebody who can with dropshipping. Maybe you got lucky, maybe you found the right ad, maybe you had an amazing offer, right? You might get like 1K days or 2K days, whatever it may be. But to do consistent $1 million months, to build a consistent brand that can actually exit, you're gonna find it a lot easier doing it with a red light therapy mask than it is with these other 2 products. So again, out of all these products, I would say the snack cup, not good, really don't recommend it. I'm trying to like justify it, guys, but it just sucks. 3-in-1 lamp, do not recommend it. I wouldn't even get close to any sort of product like this. Red light therapy mask is the best out of the 3. All right, next round we have, a lot better. We have a teeth whitening kit, right? Not bad. We have pheromone perfume, not bad either. And we have a sunset lamp, right? So these are 3 products. Again, comment below what you guys think about these 3. Out of these 3, which one is the winner, which one is the best, and why? You can reply to your own comment below too. You don't have to have separate comments, it's fine. Whatever works for you guys. Now, teeth whitening kit. Anything teeth whitening related is amazing. Highly recommend any teeth products because people are very insecure about their teeth. It's something that a lot of people wish they could fix. That's why veneers are so popular. There's so many different angles behind it, right? Like how having better teeth makes you more attractive, plays off insecurity. Just like people's weight, people are very insecure about their teeth, and you can find a way to sell a product off of that. You'll see a lot of success. So I highly recommend teeth whitening products. A lot of different angles. If you guys pursue this product, different angles you guys can do can be something along the lines of, don't get veneers, do this instead. How my husband reacted to me after using this product. A lot of people don't realize, but think about, why are people buying this, right? Why are people buying this? So they can be more attractive either to their partner, to people that are walking down the street, whatever it may be. They just want to be more attractive. So play off that angle. Next one is how people treated me different at work after my teeth started to look more white. And why were they more white? Because of this product, right? So you can do a lot with this. And that's why I like it. When you look at a product and like your brain starts to churn on like all the different types, angles you can portray with it, all the different types of creatives you can make with it, way better. And just to add on top of that too, a lot of people might be confused on the content aspect of this, of okay, like cool product, like where do I get the content from? Ripping, right? We talk about this in our creative guide. I'll put somewhere on the video. This is a product research guide, so I'm not gonna get too much into it. But if you go to TikTok, there's a lot of available content for a product like a teeth whitening kit or teeth whitening, and you can use these videos for your ads, right? So teeth whitening kit, if you go on TikTok and you look up like a product that I used to sell, I still remember it to this day. It was a teeth whitening pen. You could use those videos and those clips, like the before and afters, as your ads for the teeth whitening kit. Even though it's not the same product, you can still do it. Out of context videos still make great ads. And again, we talk more about that in our in-depth creative guide video. I'll put somewhere on the screen. We do a game show on that video too. It was a really good video. But moving forward, pheromone perfume, again, really good example of a product that is similar to the carnelian stone, to where it portrays a insecurity-based angle, and this makes it a really good product to sell. Again, guys, you can see the pattern here. When the product has some sort of insecurity-backed angle, it's not only just solves the problem, but it has that wow factor. It makes a great product. And you can always validate this by just going on TikTok and figuring out how much available content there is for these specific products. But teeth whitening kit and pheromone perfumes are both great products. I highly recommend you guys try it. But again, like I can't just throw products on you. That's not what this type of video is about. This video is trying to teach you guys exactly how to find these products, what to look for, and then find them into like new products, because these products are a bit older. You can still make all of them work amazingly, but once you understand why they're working, that's more of a skill and it's more valuable than understanding what to sell, right? Let me know if that makes sense. But these type of products do really, really well. Next one, sunset lamp. If you've been watching this video up to this point, you know what I'm about to say. Hell no, not worth it. Doesn't play off of insecurity. This is literally the product that we give as an example of what not to sell, because it's the example of what used to work and what doesn't anymore. And if you ever see another like dropshipping YouTuber or guru say, hey, you can dropship sunset lamps with this specific offer or this specific ad strategy and it's gonna work, it's not. It's not gonna work. To get $1 million a month consistently with a sunset lamp is literally impossible. Like, it's literally impossible because people aren't, even though it's a cool product and they're like, if you show it to 10 people, maybe 4 out of 5 people would wanna buy it. Even though it's a cool product, there's nothing that's stopping them from just going to Amazon and buying the same thing. Whereas with a teeth whitening kit, let's say you brand it in a specific way. Remember the 3 things we talked about: branding, evergreen, and insecurity. If you brand it in a specific way, that will incur people to buy it. For example, if your brand is called Whites, for example, I'm not trying to be racist here, but it's called Whites Teeth Whitening, right? And they see your ad for Whites teeth whitening, and they see the teeth whitening kit, they go to your website, they're gonna associate the ad and the results that they saw in the ad to the website that they clicked on, which obviously is yours. So even though you're priced higher than Amazon, they will still buy from you because they clicked on your ad and the product solve the insecurity in your ad. Now, for example, if they went to go to Amazon and you're not on Amazon, they can't find your brand on Amazon, White's Teeth Whitening Kit, whatever it may be, they're not gonna buy. They rather buy from you. And trust me, I've tested this to the end of the world. I can tell you that when you have a product that has an insecurity backed angle and you brand it properly with a half decent offer, you will get sales. People won't go to Amazon. Whereas that's why even with a sunset lamp, no matter how good your branding is, if you have the best branded sunset lamp with the best branded looking website, super aesthetic, whatever it may be, does not matter. Because people will go to Amazon because it's like they're buying the physical product, they're not buying the outcome. When you're selling an outcome, people are attached to your brand and to your product. When you're selling a product, people are attached to the pricing, and then they'll just get a better pricing on Amazon. All right, next round here, we have the heat and cooler cup for drinks, similar to the snack cup. We have the waist slimmer, and then we also have a jaw trimmer. Now, this is one of my favorite rounds. When you guys comment below what you think the winner is, I think it's pretty obvious, but I want to kind of give you guys a new perspective here that could really help. And if you're taking notes, highly recommend you write this down. So let's do it. So heat and cooler cup for drinks. Now, not good. And look, the thing is, you guys already know by this point, insecurity backed angles, shortcuts, all that stuff. You already know all that. The main reason why this is not good, and again, it doesn't have the insecurity backed angles, so you wouldn't even want to look the way of this product, but because you could buy this at Target, you could buy this at a supermarket, you could buy this anywhere. When a product is easily sourceable, meaning that you could buy it at like your local CVS, or if you guys are not from America, like any sort of like pharmaceutical, you could buy it, or any sort of pharmacy or any sort of like supermarket, that's an indication that product is not worth selling online. That's why you always want to sell products that are not easily sourceable, meaning that like someone sees it online and it's like, okay, it's associated with this brand. I can't just go to Target and buy it. Waist slimmer. Now, out of the 3, this is the best. I'll just tell you guys right off the bat. Waist slimmers are great. Again, plays insecurity backed angle, right? This product is going to help you lose weight without working out. It's a shortcut. You'll hear me talk about shortcuts a lot right now, and later in the video I'll explain what I mean by that, but it's very important you guys watch that section. It's associated to what the desired outcome is. So just like the teeth whitening kit, with a weight loss slimmer or trimmer or whatever this is, with a weight loss slimmer, the beautiful thing about it is people are not buying it for the material that it is. Like it's like a Velcro thing. They're not buying it for the amazing Velcro it has. They're buying it because it helps them have a smaller waist. The desired outcome is what you're selling, not the product itself, which makes it a lot better. Now, last but not least, the jaw trimmer. So even though the jaw trimmer has a insecurity back thing, because you can make your beard look better, you can market it. There's different ways you can market it. Maybe you can market it so it's like the cheapest and best jaw trimmer in the world. Even though it has amazing margins, probably, and I've never sold them, so I can't tell you, but I'm sure the margins are great. Even though it, has a problem-solving factor and all this stuff, just because you can easily buy this at any sort of supermarket or anywhere around the world, it's just too easily sourceable. It's not worth it. So jaw trainer. So this particular product is not bad, right? So insecurity, right? Having a better angles, right? Better angles on your face, right? So it's like defined, right? Your face is more defined. The actual shortcut of the product being that like you can have a better face without losing weight or doing any of this stuff. It's pretty cool. Insecurity backed, obviously as a guy, you become more attractive, you're pretty good. I think it's a good product. I haven't tested it. With this stuff though, it's a sorting process, right? So I can't tell you for a fact that this product is gonna make you money. But what I can tell you is it crosses off the boxes of the products that have made me money, right? So it probably has made someone money, and it's probably actively making someone money, but I think it's a good product. So I mean, out of these three, I would say the waist slimmer is honestly the best because the weight loss angle is way more strong than like the face defining angle. And I always prefer to sell the women over men because women do buy more impulsively online, specifically with insecurity backed angles. But out of these three, weight loss slimmer is the best, jaw trainer second best, and then the heat and cooler cup for drinks. Don't even want to consider that. All right, next one. We'll move fast here, guys, because we have more to go. Okay. Wrinkle cream remover, all right? Gut bloating pills, not bad. And then beard for beard growth, beard oil, right? Now comment below which one is the best out of the three. This is hard, because even for me, it's hard to tell. Now I'm gonna say something for this section of the game that's really gonna help a lot of you guys to give you clarity, because let's be honest, all these ones are good, right? The wrinkle cream remover sells to an older audience. Insecurity backed angle has a shortcut. It sells a desired outcome rather than like a product itself. Gut bloating pills, for you guys that don't know, when your gut bloats, you look a bit fatter. So this is really popular for women. So you can take these pills and your stomach will look a lot slimmer. Great. Beard growth oil, again, just like the jaw trainer, same thing. You can look way better as a guy. Insecurity backed angles, amazing. All these are good, and all these are honestly worth a product test. Now, the thing is, and this is gonna sound so weird, but I wish someone told me this when I started. A product could work for you and not work for me, and vice versa. What I mean by that is there's been times before where, again, I've tested hundreds, if not close to 1,000 products in my day. And there's been times before where I've tested a product, it hasn't worked for me, then I go to like a dropshipping convention or something like that, and I meet somebody that is actively scaling a product that I have tried and it has not worked for me. What I mean by that is sometimes it just won't work. Sometimes the stars aren't aligned and maybe there's an issue with your ad account, your creative, whatever it may be. It might work for you and not work for someone else and vice versa. The only thing you can control are the products you test, and it's always better to pick the products that cross off these boxes because they have a higher success rate and a higher chance of you actually seeing some money coming in. And again, like I mentioned earlier, they're a lot easier to scale. So even though all these products are right, I would still say test all of them. And the thing is, the purpose of this video is not to tell you exactly what products to test, more so to tell you what products not to test. Because just by doing this game show, you've been able to basically, out of all the ones we've been through so far, instead of testing all 12 products I've showed you so far, you've now boiled it down to, let's say, 4 to 5. Right? And now you can focus more on those 4 to 5 and not waste time with the other one. One way I would sort out, if I had to pick out of these three, the only sorting process I would do would be some sort of content deep dive. So it's very simple. Whenever I want to test a product, I always go to TikTok. I just look up the product name in different keywords. And again, we talk about this on our creative guide. I look it up in different keywords. I see which product has the most content, right? The most available content to use. When we say available content, I'm not talking about content that's completely attached to a specific brand. Like for example, if I want to sell the BlendJet, all the videos online are going to be about the BlendJet, attached to BlendJet. I'm looking for videos that are not attached to a particular brand, so someone just making a video about the product because they like it, right? We call that untapped UGC. I'm looking for different styles of content, right? So if I look up wrinkle cream remover, I see a bunch of videos. If I look up wrinkle remover, I see videos I can use. If I look up anti-wrinkle cream, I see videos I can use. These are all videos I can use for the product. So there's a lot of different pockets of content. Whereas maybe for the beard growth oil, I'm only able to find products when I look at beard growth oil. And last but not least, like I mentioned earlier in the video, are there a lot of small sellers selling it? So like for example, let's say out of all these products, there is a decent amount of people selling the gut bloating pills on TikTok Shop. There's a couple guys on Shopify. They're all doing decent numbers. Nobody's really crushing it. There's a lot of revenue going in and out for this product. I know that that's the right product to pick. So those are more so of like the hard, tangible things you guys can do when sorting out, but always do what I'm showing you guys first, meaning try and find a product to sell the desired outcome. Remember the framework I told you guys: branding, evergreen, and insecurity, right? Those are the main ones. So as long as you sort that first and then you do the content deep dive and then you do the store deep dive, that's the best way to go about it. And just by like me going into that, you already see how much mental work goes into product research. And that's why when I cringe when I see people talk about, oh, hey, I scrolled on Callow Data or like PP ads or any of these product research platforms that you can find just by one simple Google search. And I spent, 5 hours and I went through all of Callow Data. I didn't find anything or nothing really worked. Dude, it takes me like 30 minutes to get through one sheet on Callow Data or one sheet on PP ads. So I mean by sheet, I mean by like page, right? To get through one page. It takes me like 30 minutes because each product that I find that qualifies, I have to do this whole process of, again, going and finding the content and then going and finding if there's other stores selling it. Like that process does take time. So product research, it's a mental game. It's mentally taxing and it does take time. Last row here, we're gonna make it fast. We have collagen gummies, we have butt lifting shorts, and we have spiritual stones. Now, all of these are good. All these are good except one of them I wouldn't recommend selling, and it's gonna be hard for me to explain this, but I'll do my best. So, all right, starting from the right side. Now, spiritual stones, you guys already know, how I mentioned earlier in the video. I've sold this before. They crush it. Highly recommend it. Would definitely do it. Great product, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. And there's a lot of different products you can sell under this niche too. Like carnelian was the one I did, but there's always new stones popping up, new ways of portraying it. Like for example, I wear this on my wrist. This is like a chakra thing. You can sell something similar to that. A lot of different angles. Lots of different offers you guys can do behind it. Highly recommend. Butt lifting shorts, great product, similar to the waist slimmer, and I think you could kind of bundle these products together. There's a lot of available content out there. There's a lot of like before and after. It plays off of insecurity. This is the type of product where, and guys, like the way I think with products is very creative focused, and you'll notice when I talk about specific products, you'll see, and I don't even control this anymore, it's just secondhand nature. My mind will automatically go to the creative side when I think about products, right? So when I look at butt lifting shorts, I'm not thinking about, oh, the margin on that's great, because that's how Amazon guys think. But how dropshippers and marketers think is, oh, butt lifting shorts, okay. Before and after a couple of reaction videos, or I'm thinking, okay, gym creeps looking at me. Like for example, when I think about butt lifting shorts, the first, like a thought I legitimately have is like, okay, I can go to TikTok, I can probably find a video of some girl recording a guy staring at her at the gym. There's a million videos like that. I can use that as a hook, and then as the body, have the butt lifting short clip there. And like, that's where my brain goes. And that's where your guys' brain should go too when it comes to products, is like, where are you looking at content wise, right? There's so many different things you can do. And that's why we really make sure that when we're selling a product, there's a lot of available content out there. So you can be creative with it. Right? So creative wise, there's a lot of different things you guys can do with the butt lifting shorts. I'm actually curious, if someone takes that specific creative, let me know how it goes. Because that's actually smart as hell. I just thought about that on the spot. But yeah, butt lifting shorts, great product. Be creative with the angles, because there's a lot of creatives out there. So no pun intended. Now, collagen gummies. Okay, so here's the thing, and I'm gonna do my best to explain this. It crosses off everything, right? So it is not completely saturated, it's still out there. Insecurity back angles, right? Collagen can do a million different things. There's a lot of different multiple angles you can do behind it. There's a buffet of content out there, and there's not really one main person selling it. I think it's pretty spread out. But the thing about collagen is, and this is gonna sound weird again, it's been on the market for too long. It's been on the market too long. You can easily buy it at CVS. It's like CVS being a supermarket. It's too out there, and this is what sucks about this whole thing, because it's the perfect product, but it's not gonna work. Perfect product on paper. Again, it has the multiple angles, insecurity based angles, branded, evergreen, all that good stuff, but it just doesn't have that unique touch to it anymore, because it's been on the market for too long. You can buy it at CVS, you can buy it at Target, it isn't gonna work anymore. If you got really creative with the way you were doing your ads, you might be able to see success, but then you'd rather spend that time and energy onto a product like the teeth whitening kit or the butt lifting shorts, to where it's not as derived from like, this is already being bought at CVS. So out of these three, I would say the best one is probably spiritual stones. Butt lifting shorts if you want to be creative with it, but honestly, spiritual stones is best. Out of this whole list, I would probably say the teeth whitening kit was my favorite. But yeah, I hope this game show kind of helped you guys. Comment below if you like this type of stuff too, because when we do these type of videos, I have to find creative ways of kind of teaching you guys this information. And if you watch my other videos, you might notice I regurgitate certain information, because there's only so much I can talk about, because the business model isn't that hard, right? So if you guys like this type of stuff, just let us know below, and I can do more of it. But let's keep moving forward here. And by the way, guys, notice in that game show how easy it was for you guys to learn and move forward, to when you see something and then someone tells you what's right and what's wrong, kind of like holding your hand or some sort of guidance. That is kind of what we offer in our program too. So not to make this all about what Brandify is, but as you guys know, we started Brandify about a year ago. We've been helping people start and scale their own e-com and dropshipping business. So without putting it down you guys' throats, if you're interested, book a call with me and my team below, just link down there. But moving forward here, we're gonna talk about how to search for winning products. All right, so you already know what a winning product looks like, but where's the best place to find them? There's a lot of different websites out there. There's a lot of different methods. One of the best things I found with winning products is honestly, like when you're talking to somebody about it on a day-to-day basis, and you guys can bounce ideas off of each other, that's really important. That's why I find community is really important, and that's what we do inside of Brandify. We always bounce ideas off of each other. But let's say you don't have anyone to talk to about it, and you're just looking for literally just like a website to go to. CaloData, one of the best ones out right now. The thing about CaloData, it shows you products on TikTok Shop, so they're not actively being sold on Meta. And the good thing about products being sold on TikTok Shop is there's a lot of available content for you to rip and use as your ads when you sell it on Meta. So great, highly recommend it. Some other honorable mentions we like to talk about are the TikTok burner account method, which I'll show you here in a second. Also PP ads. Those are the three. Honestly, off of those three, you're fine. There's so much stuff on there. TikTok burner account method is my favorite, and it's free. CaloData and PP ads are paid, and I'm not affiliated with them at all. Notice there's no affiliate link anywhere on the video. I'm not trying to make money off you guys. I'm just showing you what we use on a day-to-day basis. I'll actually show you guys Cal data really quickly too. Again, not affiliated with them at all, but this has honestly been what we've been seeing the most success with recently and what other people in our community as well. Like we had a student, I'll put the video somewhere on the screen. He was doing 30K a day for 3 weeks straight, and he found that product off Cal data with the exact same methods that we use. Because I basically teach these guys exactly how I would start a store if I was them, and obviously it works, but let's dive into it here. So Cal data is pretty straightforward. You go over, ignore all the BS. All you have to do is go straight to product, and it off the bat shows you products right off the top. Or these are good products. Like for example, this one right here, tallow, manuka honey. That's a great product. Right here, Snap supplement, whatever this is. And these are all easily sourceable. If you have any problems with sourcing, just let us know below. We have that in our community as well. But good thing about Cal data is, again, when you tap on the product, you can see how much it's making on TikTok Shop. So 60K a day is pretty good. You scroll down, and then you can see the content. So these are ads that you can use. Look.
Pump. We like it. You like it. Everybody likes it. That's blood flow. That's vitality. That's like.
So again, great products. Highly recommend. So keep moving forward here. You can see that's in Spanish. I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Do you have high blood pressure? Take magnesium. Do you have E dysfunction? Take L-arginine. Are you peeing so much to the point where you can't even sleep through the night? Take vitamin D. Always find yourself being super tired or have poor cardio.
So you can see that there's a lot of available content for us to use here, and that's why I highly recommend you guys go ahead and use Callow data. Right, so and you keep looking, it's very simple. Like there's not really too much I can go over in here because it's honestly, like I've watched videos before where like these gurus will go on like a product research tool for like 30 minutes and just kind of scroll and show you how it works and stuff, but like that's useless because you could just do it yourself, or you can go online and look at tutorials. So what I'm gonna do here, actually I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I'm gonna scroll and I'm gonna tell you my thought process as I scroll, so you guys can kind of adopt the same mindset. But yeah, first of all, right off the bat, without even putting any unique filters or anything like that, I found this product. I like the angle because it's libido based, meaning it's like helping men with like, you know, like down there and stuff. It's an aggressive, insecurity backed angle. So I already see a lot of content, and I already, like off the bat, I like it just because the aggression of it. You guys will notice something about me too. I like aggressive angles. I like weight loss. I like stuff like that because it just scales easier. Like I don't make the rules. Like if I could sell home decor products to grandmas, I would do that to rep, you know, $1 million months, but it's not that easy, right? When you sell stuff that's like weight loss or that's portrayed more so of like aggressive marketing angles, it's easier to scale. That's just a fact, right? And the thing is, we can source anything. So why would we, you know, not source what's going to make more money? But again, that's great product, love it. I'll just keep it on the side while I keep scrolling. So a lot of people might see this like Goalie right here and think, oh, this is a great product because it's ashwagandha and it's all this. Well, Goalie's too big of a brand. I think they do like $500 million a year or something. So not even worth it if it's such a monopoly. Focusing on supplements. Okay, what is this? This looks interesting. I like the products, and this is gonna sound weird, but when I'm scrolling on Callow data, I like the products that have shitty product images. I don't think the data is loading there. If they have shitty product images and it looks like, you know, they're not optimized and it's just like it looks like someone like whipped that up in Canva, that's a good sign. That's a good product because that means people are not buying it because it's aesthetic or it's appealing or the offer is good. People are buying it because it's genuinely in demand and the marketing angles are strong. So let's see what this is. I don't know what it is yet, but let's just tap on
How
ad.
the fuck did this doctor describe all
I don't even know how that's active, but okay.
menopausal women perfectly in a 12-second clip?
Oh, that's actually AI, guys. So being someone who does a lot of AI marketing, I can tell you, and this is not going to be like a creative video, but this is an AI video.
Just watch.
In my clinic, it's common for women to complain that they've gained pounds. It's puffy face.
The pain has disappeared. I sleep better and I have more.
Okay, so this seems like a pain relief product.
If your husband is playing down there and you're still dry, it's time to do something about it.
Okay, so that's easy. So this again is a libido-based product for women, so not men. Still, great product. I do see some success with this one. So yeah, I do like this one. Again, it's like that's it. Like these are two products already. I found supplements. They have libido-based angles, which are aggressive angles. There's a lot of available content and there's a lot of potential for these products to actually work. All right, we'll keep moving forward here without making this section too long. We'll find one more product, so since 3 is the magic number. Again, I'm like, you guys can see it's like very like nonchalantly scrolling. I'm just trying to find something quickly for us. I'm focusing mostly on supplements because I know supplements do well. I don't really apply filters to Callow data. You really don't need to. You can just like, when it just shows you top revenue, you can just scroll down from there. Some of these products I already know. See, this is a good one right here. Right, there you go. the reason I can tell right off the bat, metabolism boosting. So I know for a fact that's weight loss, don't need to waste time. One thing about Calidata is, again, all the creatives are down here. Without making this too long, let's just see here.
Y'all seen that video of that girl who went down 3 pant sizes because she started taking these metabolism pills?
Like, great product off the bat. I can already tell. Product images are a little too clean for my liking, but it is what it is. I can just tell that weight loss, great product, worth a test. That's it, right? So Calidata does make it a lot easier. And again, I'm not affiliated with these guys at all, but it does make it a lot easier. You don't have to do so much of the legwork. But one thing that most people are doing wrong on Calidata is when they find a product, they'll just rip these ads directly and launch it and see how it goes. Whereas the people who take the extra step of going into TikTok and looking up this product name, looking up something similar, trying to find products that are somewhat, like ads that are somewhat similar that they could use in their ads, and they're taking the extra step on the content level of things, or even on the marketing angle side of things, we'll see a lot more success. So don't get lazy because the tool is so good. Get motivated to find more products and basically go on TikTok and find more content and mix it in with this content. Again, we go more into content on our other videos. This is not a content video. All right, now it's time to talk a little bit about the TikTok burner account method. And I think the best way for me to do this is actually by drawing it out on how you want to do it properly, so you guys can understand it a little bit different. Mind me, I'm not a Picasso, but I'll do my best to show you. This is honestly my favorite method because it's free, right? It's free and it works well because although Calidata is great, and a lot of people are working and making a lot of money off Calidata, the thing is, if you're looking where everyone else is looking, it's a bit harder to find what everyone else is not finding, right? And the right products are the ones that are not, again, like not like extremely out there. Maybe they are kind of out there a little bit, but yeah, that's why we recommend the TikTok account burner method, which is pretty interesting. A lot of people know it. What is the TikTok account burner method? You have a TikTok account or Instagram. I'm just gonna say TikTok for the sake of the video. Use that account, you scroll on it every day. It might be your normal account, ideally not your normal account because you're not the target demo of like who you wanna sell to. Maybe you have a specific TikTok account that you interact with, like a lot of makeup videos, a lot of like women videos, a lot of like videos that your mom would react to. That's how I like to word it. And you just use the ads you get there as product research, right? So you'll scroll on it a little bit. Now the issue is most people do the TikTok account burner method wrong because they think about it too straightforward. They're like, okay, I'm gonna open up this TikTok account, I'm gonna like videos, when I see an ad, I'm gonna like the ad so I get more ads, like the basic stuff. And you can find this anywhere on the internet. But what makes it unique on how we do it? Well, first things first is we do it in a 3-step process, right? So the 3 main angles I recommend you guys focus on is one here. Let's do first one. I'm just gonna put, and these are different TikTok accounts. First one's gonna be weight loss, right? So you do gym content, that's a W. You do gym content, you do any sort of content that's associated with weight loss. Second one is going to be anything, let's say beauty related, so that's skincare, hair care, anything like that. That's a B, right, if you're beauty related. And the third one, we're just gonna say all. The all account's very important. There's a reason why we do all account, because sometimes they get too niche down when you don't do all. So that's what we've seen success with, is you have one that is going to be completely related to weight loss, one is beauty, and one is all, right? All meaning like you can interact with like a hair care brand, you can interact with like beauty products, you can interact with anything. I just don't do home decor. I don't recommend home decor, right? And under these products, right, let's say every single day you're gonna do product research for 3 hours. I would say, very important, you do 30 minutes of scrolling, right? So that's 30 minutes of scrolling, 30 minutes of scrolling, and then 30 minutes of scrolling, right? And it's very important that the ads that you do find, right? It's very important that you do like, and this is split tested, we split tested this, you like and comment, right? Like and comment, asterisks are the same thing. You like and comment, right? You do it on 3, right? And this is 30 minutes a day. Very important, 30 minutes a day. Now, that is essentially what the TikTok account burner method is, and you will start to get a lot of ads, right? 3 different TikTok accounts on your phone, scroll 30 minutes a day on each. Now, what might happen is, and I've seen this happen too, it might be that on this one, you're getting a lot of like bigger brands, right? Let's say you're getting like Goli, BlendJet, you're getting like 2 big brands. On this beauty one, you're getting 2 big brands. You're getting like Kim K's brand, like just crazy big brands on ads. And maybe on the all, maybe for some reason, this one is getting like favorited by more like smaller stores, which is what you want to focus on, right? Remember, you don't want to sell monopoly products. Then you just do now 2 hours a day on this one. You just focus more on that. And this account, low-key becomes one of your biggest assets, right? Because this one, you've optimized, you split test, and you found that this one does better. That's one thing a lot of people don't realize is that it's progressive, right? You're not gonna get winning products off the bat, but if you open up 3 accounts and you do them consistently, you might find that one account that's better than the other, and you just focus on that account, right? Now, this is very important too. This is where most people get the thing wrong. There's two ways to do this, right? Let's say if it's simplicity stakes, we have one account, it's our all account, right? So this is person 1 on the left, and then we have person 2 on the right. They both have their all account, the TikTok account that works. What does person on the left do? Person on the left, let's say he does long sessions of product research. So let's say day 1, he does 3 hours, right? That's day 1. Day 2, he does, let's say it was 5 hours, day 2. And then day 3, he crashed out. He went crazy, right? This is his basically lifeline of product research. So let's say, and this honestly applies to every aspect of it, but it really does apply to the TikTok burner account method pretty well. In this scenario, the products pop up. It's like a video game. The products will pop up throughout the whole process. So let's say he gets a product. He gets maybe he finds a winning product here. He finds a winning product, meaning he finds a product that's worth trying out. Finds a winning product here. Finds a winning product here. Finds a winning product here. Right? So he finds 3. And let's see, towards the end here, he wasn't finding anything. That's why he gave up, right? So he found 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. All right, this is person 1. Now, person 1 probably in total did a decent amount of product research, but he burned out, right? Because he only found 3 products, right? These are the 3 products, right? Person 2, this is who you want to be like. Person 2 decided that consistency is way better than just going all out as much as you can, right? So let's say day 1, he did 30 minutes. 3, he did a little bit more, like an hour. Day 4, 5, remember the lines are the days. Day 6, he didn't do too much, but he kept going. Day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10. All right, just for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so this is a spread of a lot more time, right? So this is his timeline. Now, off the bat, his timeline is way longer because he stayed consistent. He didn't burn out, right? And the thing is, this is how it works. When you start on a burner account, and this honestly is, I wish more people talked about this because you only gonna find type of stuff like this in communities like Brandify. What might happen is you might get a product here, might get a product here, might get a product here, might get a product here. So because notice how much space is between the products, right? It's very normal when you start an account off. There's a lot of space between products because the algorithm kind of knows hey, is this person just trying to find winning products, right? There's a lot of space, right? I'm trying to show you guys a lot of space. But what happens after you stay consistent with doing this method? What happens, and again, you're not going to find this anywhere online, is there's going to be a time where you cross the horizon and you start to get crazy amount of volume of products. Look at every other day you're finding 2-3 products that are worth selling. Look how sexy those lines are, right? That only happens after you stay consistent after a certain period of time. So let's say it's day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9. After day 9, this guy has already given up. This guy, maybe he hasn't found a lot of products, but he's still doing it 30 to 45 minutes every single day. He crosses the horizon. That right there, my friend, that's what we're gonna put a H. That's the horizon. After the horizon, now you have an account that's gonna spew out products left and right. As long as every time you get somewhat of a decent ad, you're interacting with it, you're liking it, you're trying to stay within a similar niche, right? So let's say, for me, I like weight loss, I like supplements, I like that type of stuff. So I'm gonna interact with that as much as possible. You're gonna get to a point where you're just banging out products left and right. There's been times before where I'm just sitting on the toilet and I'm scrolling on our account, and within that one section, that one phase or whatever you want to call it, 15, 20 minutes, I'm getting 10 products. Every other reel is a product, right? So this is what you want to optimize for with a burner account. Most people, when they try this method, they try and just go for this. They just want to get some good, that's a horrible circle. They're just trying to go for that. They're just trying to find some stuff off the bat. I'm trying to get to the point where I just start getting products banging out left and right. And that's the right way to do the burner account method. Without making this section of the video too long, a lot of people overlook how important it is to stay consistent with this method. Understanding the life cycle of a winning product. The lifespan of a winning product varies, but if managed correctly, it can keep making money for a long time. The key is to know when to adapt and keep it fresh so the market sees new things. That's why I always tell you guys to focus on evergreen products that solve a problem that's never gonna go away. Think of skincare, think of hair care, think of shapewear. These are products and problems that are just never gonna go away. As long as you stay on top of it with your branding, your marketing, and everything else, you're gonna be ripping $1 million months pretty consistently. That's why we do not focus on trend-based products, and that's why I urge you guys, when you're doing product research, try and see how long this thing has been sold for or being sold for, right? For example, don't sell fidget spinners. And when fidget spinners were popping, I wouldn't recommend you guys to sell them because they're just gonna die off eventually. All the work you're doing on the creative side of things, maybe even building out a team, all the ad accounts you're building up, all this stuff that you're doing, will go to shit one day because it's just a fad. And how to know if a product is a fad or actually a product that's gonna stand the test of time is, what is the insecurity-based angle behind it? For the weight loss product that I was showing you guys on Calo Data, that weight loss angle and issue is gonna be there forever. Maybe the specific ingredients of solving that issue might be in a fad, But that specific product is not going to go away. And that specific issue is here to stay. Kind of rhymed. So the thing is, when you look at other dropshippers, like specifically organic dropshippers, they're super focused on fad-based products like keychains and things that don't necessarily last that long. And they do that because they're just banking off the organic revenue. They're banking off the trend based of like, hey, this video is going to go viral and it's going to make money now. Whereas with you guys doing branded dropshipping and more so like actual e-commerce brand building, the trend-based aspect is actually one of the most obsolete things of the whole product research process. Again, you actually want to move away from that, focusing on products that have insecurity-based angles that will stand the test of time. A really important part about product research is when to switch up. And this is not a video about creatives or testing or anything. This is a video just about identifying winning products. But when a product isn't working is when you've tested over 15 to 25 creatives for it. You've tried different angles behind that product and it just isn't seeing success. I'm gonna keep it as simple as that. There's been times before where I've had a product where I really think this product will work. I really think it's gonna make money. And I have really good creatives. Like we have 15 to 25 creatives for this product. And we test it and it just doesn't see success. Like the creatives don't work. And a part of me is like, okay, maybe I can keep growing because like it's the right angle, it's the right this, it's the right that. It just didn't work. You have to keep moving forward. Be very monotonous about your testing. Control the things you can, being like picking the right products that support high scale, insecurity-based angles, all that good stuff. But when it comes to the actual nitty-gritty of like, okay, how many creatives should I test? Okay, 15 to 25. If you go above that, quit. Done. Move forward. You have to be detached to the product itself. It's okay when you put in work for a product and it doesn't work. That just means it's a stepping stone to finding something great. A big sign we see as well if a product is worth it or not, or worth to keep pursuing, is what's our hit rate for creatives, right? So for example, a really good product, out of 10 creatives you do, three of them will work, right? So it's a 30% hit rate. With a really bad product or a product that's downtrending, maybe it's not working, the angles are dying out, maybe you got lucky initially and it's just a fad. Out of 100 creatives, maybe like 5 to 10 of them will hit, so you have a 5 to 10% hit rate. So a good product will have a high creative hit rate, a bad product will have a bad creative hit rate. Remember, products are just a vehicle for you to test different creatives through. You have winning creatives, not winning products. Obviously the product will depict whatever the creatives do well or not, but the right products will have a lot of winning creatives and it'll be way easier to find winning creatives, whereas the wrong products, it'll be way harder to find those winning creatives. So just remember that when you're testing, if you feel like you're just throwing a bunch of creatives at it and it's not working, that means it's not a good product. Whereas the good products where you do maybe like 20 to 30% of effort in terms of creatives and you'll see a lot more success. That's the thing, with the methodology that we teach in our other videos and in Brandify of being like, hey, you can make any product work with creatives, the real argument arises of like, what product is worth it, right? Because again, you can make any product work, but some products are just a lot easier than others. And as a business owner and a marketer, you want to find those easier products. Now, what are the next steps for your e-commerce brand? Let's say you found the product, you validated it, you straight up did everything we talked about in this video. You found it on Calidata, you validated it with content, you got all the content ready, you launched it, you know this is a great product, there's not a lot of people selling it, no monopoly, great product. What are the next steps? Well, we have a lot of other videos for that. We have videos going over the guiding aspect of it, the store aspect of it, there's a lot that goes into it. However, when it comes to doing this business model, there's not a lot of content out there. Literally, except my channel, there's no one else talking about how to do this properly. And you guys might be, oh, if I look up dropshipping, there's a million videos that come up. That's dropshipping. That's not what we do. We do branded dropshipping, and we do it in such a specific way it actually works. There's a reason why we're doing 30 to 50K a day per store. There's a reason why we're doing millions a month. And if you guys look at my Instagram, you look at the lifestyle we live, it's proven to work. Like this shit actually works. And the next steps to actually seeing success with this is for you to actually take action and build your store out. Now there's a couple ways you can go about this, right? Like one, you guys can obviously try everything on your own, watch the videos and apply it, which is great because that's why I do make this content. So you guys can do it on your own and see success. However, there's gonna be a couple of you guys that might want help. You guys might want a guiding hand and you might want to be around other people that are actively doing the same thing as you. And that's why we created Brandify. I don't want to push this down your guys' throat, but if you guys want your own one-on-one support, you want to work with me, you guys actually want to fast track your success and not guarantee it, but get there quicker and actually have someone help you along the way, be sure to book a call below with me and my team. I've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this community. Like we have a lot of killers in there. And we mentioned earlier, like we have students doing over 30K a day consistently in there. And there's a reason for that. It's not because we have the secret magic pill or anything. It's just because there's someone helping them. When you have someone that's working alongside you, helping you see success, that's actually motivated to see you work and motivated to see you win, something magical happens. And that's why we created Brandify. And that's about fuck me. And that's why we created Brandify. And that is the video, guys. If you guys like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know below what other videos you guys want to see. There's a lot that goes in this business model, and I can talk about it for days. So if you guys want more help on building a store, want more help on ads, whatever it may be, just let me know below. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.